honorary president of the ruling Cambodian People's Party, and Somdech Akem Hasana Predichu Hun Sen, Prime Minister and Vice President of the party, as well as many other Cambodian people from all walks of life at the headquarters of the party in Phnom Penh. In his remarks, Samdech Kray Hein Sumrun said, "We are meeting here to commemorate the Victory Day with a spirit of deep respect for innumerable fallen combatants and patriots as well as Vietnamese volunteer soldiers who fought and sacrificed bravely for the liberation of our nation from the genocide and defended the people's revival. We are bowing to pay respect to the souls of millions of people who died under the genocidal regime and pray for their souls to rest in peace." Samdech Kray Hein Sumrun recalled the bitter memory and the struggle to liberate Cambodia from the genocidal regime and further highlighted the country's progress in all domains in the past 36 years. Samdech Kray Hein Sumrun took the opportunity to call on all prejudicial groups who are against the January 7 Victory Day to stop distorting the historical fact which would create extreme nationalism and grudges between nations. We really do not want to waste our time to counter these false opinions and actions. Those prejudicial groups and malicious did not only accept the fact, but they also distorted the history and promulgated repetitively to fool people around, he underlined. Samdech Kray Hein Sumrun stated that the reality is very unblemished and that the presence of Vietnamese volunteer army was in response to the call of the United Front for National Salvation of Cambodia, which is the only legitimate organization for people who wish to struggle for the country's liberation from the genocidal regime of Pol Pot. After the liberation, the Vietnamese army was subsequently repatriated in 1982 and fully repatriated in September 1989 when the Cambodian forces are capable enough to fulfill their obligations for national defense. Besides, Samdech Kray Hein Sumrun said the ruling party would carry on supporting the implementing the political agreement reached with the main opposition Cambodia National Rescue Party in the previous year. The CPP reconfirms its goodwill and honest stance in implementing the declaration on the upshots of the talk between the CPP and CNRP on September 28, 2014 to guarantee the full implementation of the two parties' agreement on July 22, 2014, he said. Samdech Kray Hein Sumrun said the unification of all political forces based on the adherence to the principles of democracy and the rules of law is an important factor to ensure the stability of the process of national development and social harmony, and also emphasized that the enhancement of the culture of dialogue between all parties is the best way to deal with all challenges in the democratization process. Moreover, the CPP honorary president appealed to the political figures to pay more attention to making public statements which would spoil the general situation in the country. $800,000 in check donated by generous person was handed out to Cambodian Red Cross and Contabapa Children's Hospitals. The handover ceremony was held in the presence of Deputy Prime Minister His Excellency So Kane, Minister of Interior, on January 6, 2015 at the ministry. In the name of President Samdech Kate President Borani Hun Sen, Lok Jam Teo Pum Chandini, Secretary General of the Cambodia Red Cross, expressed her profound thanks to His Excellency Solking and other charitable persons for having supported humanitarian operations to help the victims and the vulnerable families throughout the country. Dr. Bit Rachner, founder of the Cambodia Children's Hospitals, also thanked His Excellency Solking, especially the Cambodian Gulf Federation, for providing $700,000 and called on the generous persons to continue backing the sustainability of the hospital. On the occasion, His Excellency Solking said the financial aid amounting up to $800,000 were supported by the Cambodian Gulf Federation and generous persons. He added that $100,000 out of the aforementioned amount was granted to support the humanitarian operation of the Cambodian Red Cross and the remaining to Cambodia Children's Hospitals. Senior Minister His Excellency John Saron, Vice Chairman of the Council for Agricultural and Rural Development, has recently led skilled officials to hold a gathering with the local farmers who are growing vegetables in Libo Commune, Takao Province, Ramgarh District. On the occasion, His Excellency John Saron said that the farm producers would be fruitful after using the organic fertilizer developed from rice husk ashes, making the land quality enriched. He also raised challenges in agriculture, including intensification and best use of processing of agricultural products for market competition. At the end of the ceremony, he distributed the organic fertilizer developed from rice husk ashes to the local farmers for growing vegetables and asked the skilled officials to help train local farmers in growing techniques as well. 3 years over, and thank you very much for joining us, and the program is back tomorrow at the same time. For now, thank you for joining us again, and goodbye.